We already fighting a war.
We already fighting. You know, we already fighting masculinity. You know, we already fighting. You know, trying to keep men. You know, we already trying to keep men.
Now you want to talk to masculinity back. You want to do something.
Exactly.
Well, now you want the masculinity back. No, you don't want it. That's toxic. You don't want that.
Yeah. What Kodak Black say? I'm suburban.
Been told to shut the for so long, and now y'all need to speak. Which one?
No, you big one. No, you want us to be quiet.
You know what I mean?
Be quiet then.
But we do speak, though. We have been speaking.
We have been.
We have been speaking.
We do.
For a long time, we haven't.
We do. Let's go. To chill, man. All right, so it's fitness. So I guess I'll start it off. So it's fitness. Last month, there's a. I'm trying to stay right with this one. There's a player that plays basketball. That sounded right? A player that plays basketball got sentenced to 9 years in the prison system. Not just the prison system, the Russian prison system. Russian joint. The Russian joint. They got sentenced to it. I wanted to talk about this because it is fitness, and it's a controversial topic because it's supposed to be over here. They say I don't know everything about it because I wasn't there, honestly. We saw the video. She had some marijuana, which in the vape pens. I don't know how much she had.
Less than a gram.
Less than a gram. They said that she was smuggling through it, and then she got crossed it, and they kept her over there, gave her nine years. That's the end of it. Gave her 9 years. They kept her for a couple months. As y'all know the whole story. But I wanted to talk about this to see, was it a racial thing? Was it a
attack on gender?
Gender? Was it an attack against the U.S.? I don't know what it was, but everybody's up in arms saying that NBA players should have helped and everybody should have said something. But she came out with a statement, but you got in trouble. So she came up with a statement and said that she apologized and all this, pled guilty. So, but some people are still saying that we should have helped and they should have, got her out of jail. And I want to see.
They should have helped.
They screaming out. What they say?
LeBron James. LeBron a billionaire, but what can he do in fucking Russia? He can't get on the Call of Duty helicopter and get the death machine and start spraying.
Go on a mission.
Like, what are you supposed to do? It's Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, you still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Hit that button, my man. Hit that button and subscribe.
Yeah.
Who don't fuck with us historically
At all.
We in a fucking war with them. What you think? We don't want to give up the arms dealer? It's nothing. I don't know what we could do for her.
Nothing.
And I think it was a political move. You know what I'm saying? And they trying, cause I say it's a political move, cause now the U.S. is talking about, yo, we got some Russian people over here. They trying to trade out to get Griner and stuff back and give them the Russian people. That's what they trying to do. I think definitely it was like a political move. So when it's a political thing, it's not people that's outside of politics that can help with that.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like she's a prisoner of war right now.
Yeah.
That's how I do feel. I do feel like it's that way. Cause I think it was excessive, but I don't know they laws and stuff. Maybe they laws is like, yo, if you get caught with anything, mandatory 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to go by that country laws and rules. And when you travel, you should learn the laws of the land and everything like that, so you know you're not in violation of anything like that. So,
from what I know, they are strict on marijuana laws. But I've also seen where there's been like white American women caught over there with marijuana that get like a slap on the wrist, and get released. So definitely, Brittney Griner has more prowess and is like well known in American culture as an all-star WNBA player. So of course she's gonna have something of value as far as being a prisoner of war to Russia. I'm not a war guy, but I guess that's how I think. Like if I'm Russian, I'm beefing with U.S. All right, we caught one of y'all all-star athletes with marijuana. We go hold him since y'all don't want to give me my arms still. You know what I'm saying?
They could do that.
Yeah.
Very true. I mean, things were leaking out as the past month is gone. More and more things are coming out and saying that it could be a political thing. It could be against the alphabet people. It could because it's a black thing. It could because it's so many things, but nobody knows the truth, but everybody has their own opinion. That's why we're sitting here and talking about it now. I believe that every crime should be sentenced at the same rate.
Yeah.
I mean, we know rates are always different. We look at statistics, even though some may be messed up or not. It shows that, of course, we know black men get higher sentences than, of course, maybe the white man, and even some men, period, get more sentences than women.
Absolutely.
And then when it comes to this, he showed about a month ago. He sent me a DM showing that it was a white young lady, and she had a good amount of marijuana going across, and they only got like a couple months or so.
Yeah.
But
2 months.
for some reason, she got 9 years. So it's not making a lot of sense. A part of me, because she apologized, she knows she's wrong, and then a part of me is like, y'all ain't have to give her that much time. She's wrong.
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
I believe she was wrong. 100%, we believe she was wrong. She shouldn't have did it. I know. Why you doing that? You NBA player.
Yeah.
You a WNBA. You got money. You got millions. Why are you doing this? You're wrong, but I don't think it should have been that much. I mean, you could have gave her a year or maybe a couple months or something like that. But 9 years, that's a long time.
9 years.
9 years is a long time.
And I just watched Stranger Things. Russian prison don't seem like a fun place. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Stranger ain't real.
I think that Russian prison real. I think what they were doing in that Russian prison probably real.
Yeah.
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 And then she also, I believe everybody's capable of making mistakes, right? And in our community specifically, you know how we think, oh, as soon as I get off the plane, I'm gonna have this pen, I'm gonna hit this as soon as I hit the States.
Yeah.
She claimed she didn't mean to pack it. You gonna forget a lot of things when you packing and traveling. You're not gonna forget your stash, you know what I'm saying? So she might have been a little bit of cap with that, but still, to have less than a gram of weed and get 9 years,
That's ridiculous.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't think she forgot when you a smoker, it's habit.
I know,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm speaking from experience.
You know what
I
I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
forget that.
I definitely don't think she forgot, but I think it was just like, that's her normal thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't know the law. I'm sure she didn't know the law. She probably had no problem getting it over there, but I'm sure she didn't know the law because even when I went to Mexico, they said you could fly a little bit in, but coming out, they go, take you through customs and everything. So you can get it in, but you can't get it out. So she probably just wasn't aware of the laws coming out of Russia. That's my theory.
The other thing I want to attack is, like y'all was saying, like, far as people speaking out more. You know what I'm saying? Like, from what I've been hearing, it's a ton of people been speaking out. You know what I'm saying? It's a ton of people that's been saying like, yo, this is not right. Bring her home and things like that. Right. So the fact that I guess people want people to do more is like, yo, what do you want them to do more of?
There's nothing I can do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want?
We got a whole
them to do more
president. He can't do shit.
At all.
He can't even stand up.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But it's been building up. I think it's been
She's
building.
almost got me. I almost went in. I calmed down.
It's been building up because I watch sports, but not as much as I used to. But what brought me back a little bit because I'm getting more into politics and seeing how people's minds work, and I'm getting older. I'm getting to certain things now, so I'm looking at sports a little different way. So the main thing that I started watching is that most of the WNBA women, they believe that they didn't get paid as much as the NBA men. That's what really came out, and they were talking about ESPN, like they should be getting paid more, they should have some more support. From my lookings, it's the feminists has been growing up, the Me Too and everything. When I see the games of the WNBA, they can play. They can play. It's not exciting as the NBA. Of course, y'all can probably admit that. I mean, dunking and all that stuff, not exciting. But women can ball.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And in the stands, they're empty. So I'm trying to figure out why isn't most of the women going into the stands and watching them and supporting them. And then now when it comes to this situation, how she got arrested, most of the women are not standing up. I haven't seen at a rally or a protest or anybody out there burning up buildings, anything like that, trying to get her out. But then they come to the men like, y'all should be helping more. I'm like, y'all need to be helping too. So it doesn't make any sense to me.
Start it.
Yeah.
They have to start it, and going to to the equal pay and everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't.
When the last time you watched the WNBA game?
Be honest.
Oh no, it's been a while.
Yeah,
I watched been a while, and it's not like they can't play. Like honestly, I don't even really watch basketball as much as I used to now.
I don't as much anymore.
But even when I did, I still didn't watch it as much as I watched the NBA. And I think it's just the fact of if they garner more popularity, I think they would get paid more. I think it's really like you getting paid what the supply and demand is. And so if y'all figure, if the WNBA figure out a way to garner more support, like what G said, especially you get more women support.
Yeah.
Yo, they would get paid more. You know what I'm saying?
Women spend more money than us. So they use most of their money for the games.
You go to the NBA
they probably
games,
get paid more than NBA.
In the NBA games, it's probably like almost 50-50 men and women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if those women go and support the WNBA, they would get paid more. Like I'm just not a fan of like giving handouts. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's just like if you go play baseball, you got the different divisions. That's like the minor league saying, yo, we should get paid the same as like the major leagues or whatever. No, it's garnered based on how much the supply and demand, like how popular are y'all, how much revenue are y'all generating in.
Yeah,
it should be like that. And if y'all now, it'll be different if the stands was packed like an NBA stand and it was getting paid the same thing they're getting paid. Now. That's definitely not fair. You know, it's figure out a way to garner more. And I got my theories on what you can do to make it more popular, but
let me piggyback on that. I saw somebody post that they could lower the rim a foot and make the court shorter, so the game speeds up a little bit. You'll have more women dunking and stuff, make it more exciting, make it more appealing to the eye. You know, like the NBA. I mean, that's just.
I agree. I agree with that, but I think if you give the WNBA, if they continue on this trajectory, in about like 10 years or so, they'll be making more money because the women starting to dunk and everything now. Yeah. Like evolution is kind of evolving. So it's the dunking. Hey, look.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, we ain't gonna talk about that now. If I know what you mean, though, it is. They more people are getting they're taller because even Brittany, she has to be what?
Almost 7 feet. Almost 7 feet, I believe.
Thank you. Good. Thank you.
I thought it was this way. I was like opposite. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Almost 7 feet, I believe.
She is tall.
Yeah.
Like tall.
She's the tallest.
What's wrong with you, man?
She's the tallest WNBA player. He said, I'll dunk on you.
Trey, can you dunk, Trey?
Damn. Oh, damn, no. If I could, I would.
Oh, good. What you think, man? You've been quiet on this one, Drew. What you think, man?
I think it could go in a plethora of ways. Obviously, she gets support, but it's the same question that you possess is, what do we do? What do we do? How do we come about a solution for this one? Because I'm curious. Like, we don't have no jurisdiction in Russia. For one, like talking about, so especially not now. We don't have no say-so on what goes on over there. And in a heated situation like this, you should be on your toes. You should be on your guard anyway. So you can take some accountability, but it's obviously excessive, and definitely more to the story. Anytime it's excessive like this and it's mainstream, because I ain't know who this person was prior to, this sentencing. I ain't know who Brittney Griner was.
A lot of women did.
Exactly. And so for one, what's not about to happen is you're not about to put it on the men. Like, we should all do way more.
We already fighting a war.
We already fighting. We already fighting masculinity. We already fighting, trying to keep men. We already trying to keep men.
Now you want to talk to masculinity back. You want to do something.
Exactly.
Well, now you want the masculinity back. No, you don't want it. That's toxic. You don't want that. Yeah.
What Kodak Black say? I'm suburban.
Been told to shut the fuck up for so long, and now y'all need to speak. Which one?
No, you big one. No, you want us to be quiet. Be quiet then.
But we do speak, though. We have been speaking.
We have been.
We haven't.
We do.
For a long time, we haven't.
We do.
We've been speaking.
As men, we're starting to speak now. But for a long time, we've been strong silent. You know what I mean?
Anything you say is too strong. You said it. It's right, but you said it too hard. And I don't like the way you said it. It's real.
How do you feel about this though, Trey? Like, they say, oh, if she was getting paid adequately, you know, she wouldn't have to go over to Russia to try to, you know, make ends meet with the lack of pay in the WNBA. But at the same time, I'm like, how important is money to you? I don't care what my financial situation is. I'm not gonna go to a country we're at war with to make money just because I'm not making money in America. I'll go work at the grocery store before I go somewhere
when there's bombings.
Yeah. Like, I didn't get that logic, you know?
Absolutely. And then on top of that, they have all-star games all over the goddamn world. So, no.
You're not gonna get.
I don't feel like that's.
Hey, you fine, thank you.
But we out in public, people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't feel like that's a valid point if somebody was trying to make a point behind that, because people travel to make money all the time. Damn, June bugs.
Is it a bee?
Hey,
June bugs.
edit out me jumping on this.
Messing with us, man. Yeah, we in his element, we in his house,
Out here
only one of them, too. There's a whole bush, but there's only one that keep on coming to us.
At all. But still,
people travel to make money all the time, so that's invalid. So, but in Russia though, like, I would have thought twice about that, and then I would have been as much prepared as I could have been to be over in that area. It would have been an in and out situation. I don't need no stimulation. I need to get whatever mission done and be out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't like the fact in our community, no matter what wrong we do, it may go off the topic, but this goes to anybody. As far as that's famous, anything they do, even though it's wrong, we still want to say free them. It doesn't make any sense to me. She's wrong. I don't think
that's any of your people too.
Yeah, our people. I mean, you can see
murdered
somebody.
10 people. Yo, free my dude.
Free YSL.
He's a criminal. Let him stay. I'm not for that no more. I'm not.
He murdered
Even
10
though
people, bro.
One of my favorite rappers of all time is still Lil Boosie. You can't tell me nothing about Boosie. I grew up on Boosie. My first time I got a car, I was 16. I got a car. My first album I ever bought was Boosie. It was always Boosie and Lil Wayne. They my what?
Put your lips on
G shit. It was Boosie. But he did that 8 or 9 years, right?
Yeah.
He was wrong. Even though I rock with him, I'm not gonna say I think he helped kill somebody or something like that. I rock with you, but I was straight face to face. You were wrong. He even admits it. I'm wrong. Doesn't mean I'm saying, they did him wrong. He shouldn't have put him in jail. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
Right.
So to say Brittany, she is wrong, but she shouldn't have that big of a sentence. But I'm not gonna step back and be like, oh, free her. She can't do no time. She ain't do nothing wrong. She shouldn't have brought that over country. I wouldn't have thought that. You know, she wasn't thinking clearly, maybe. It was an honest mistake because she came out with that apology. She apologized to everybody, which was good for her. I'm glad she did that.
She took accountability.
She took big accountability.
And in the smoker community, I know a lot of us tend to think, oh, if it's in a pen, they can't detect what it is. So she probably had no worries, like, you know, she wanted to get her fixed, but she's probably like, oh, this a vape. Like, what harm could come to me for having a vape pen in Russia?
9 years.
And 9 years.
That's the harm it did.
I don't want to contradict it, but I'm also on the same wave of celebrities are human first.
Yeah.
So understand that these are still people. So we tend to hold, especially black, we tend to hold them on a pedestal and think that they should never do anything wrong. I mean, y'all drag Kevin Hart for what people do on a regular basis, you know?
Oh, when he was outside?
Yeah.
We human, man.
We human, bro. Like, not to say, again, that it ain't wrong, but nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So, let's not hold celebrities too much of a higher standard. Now, as a celebrity, you know you're more in the public view, and more people are going to, base your actions into reality versus like my neighbor or my homie. So
that's not right either. We're gonna have another topic on that one.
Yeah.
On which one?
I think me and Keith was talking about it one time. Like, is it fair to put celebrities on like a pedestal?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Or I forgot how we was talking about it. But we was talking about like the Will Smith smack and all of that stuff.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, is it fair to be condemning people just because they're a celebrity and they should be a certain way because they're a celebrity? You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be a role model because they're in the public view and they're supposed to act this way.
Right.
Like, we might gotta say that for another
We
topic.
can say that for another one. Right now, we're
Yeah.
talking about the 7-foot woman. They got caught over there with that weed.
Now we talking about weed too. That less than how much?
A gram.
Less than a gram of weed. Let's talk about that because we got more guys. We got more people, more of our people right here in the U.S. I know people that serving life sentences behind small amounts.
But no, we gotta separate it because we looking at it in the eye of, I'm trying to think, we looking in the eye of the United States. We have our own laws. Russia has their own laws. They don't have the same laws as us. So if their laws are stronger, we can't get mad.
That's on them, yeah.
That's on them. We can't, that's their laws.
You gotta know their laws.
I think what Trey is saying, the minute a woman out of the country gets sentenced, it's just the uproar, but there's not as much uproar for the men who are serving life here. Like,
There we go.
Like, if we want to talk about something, we want to speak up for something, we should speak about something. Let's focus on home matters, before
It's the same emphasis where they be like dragging Oprah because she's sending money over to Africa and stuff, but you ain't did nothing for your home, for your here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's fix here first. Anytime I try to tell somebody you want to help somebody else, help yourself. Fix yourself first, and then you can get get somebody else straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't do much from a broken place. So get yourself straight. That's my mindset when it comes to it. Is we fighting so much. Weed is legal in so many places, but
still locked up.
People, and it's most of it. That 40% incarceration rate amongst black men, most of it is from weed. Yeah. Most of it is from weed, bro. On some bullshit. And it's like, yo, it's legal now, but you ain't reduced or got rid of a sentence behind something that's now a legal possession. Like, it's bullshit.
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Hey, let's do it.
A little bit. But I know it's wrong. I think it's the same way with the Brittney Jones. I think it's wrong that you still had the weed even back then because it's still illegal. But I don't think the sentences were too harsh. I think you should get in trouble, but you shouldn't have sentences that be for life sentences or anything like that. I don't want to take everybody off the hook because people know the law, and because you have the weed, even back then, because I know 2022 is almost like a cigarette now.
Right.
It's almost like a cigarette. But back then it was serious. They have a joint, they'll put you in jail for real. I think you should have got in trouble, but I don't think you should have gave these dudes their life sentences like that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have gave them that much time. But you shouldn't have did it in the first place. So yeah, we can't skip 100% of the accountability. But it's like 50%. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong, but you shouldn't have gave them that sentence. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say it like that.
And I get it, but I like to challenge things. A lot of stuff that's law is bullshit anyway. You know what I mean? The laws change.
A lot. And we don't even know the law.
Exactly.
I'm trying to do more research on the law. Because honestly, some of the stuff.
Because ain't you supposed to be able to carry, what, 25 or what is it?
See, that's what we need to learn. We need to learn this shit.
I don't know
smoke,
it. So I don't give a fuck. But at the same time.
Right now, in Virginia, you can carry up to 2 ounces without, any problem.
Yeah.
Any problem. 2 ounces. That's 56 grams. I ain't gonna get into it.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, if you gonna do it, know your rights.
Know your conversions too.
That's what I'm talking about. So, like, I don't always just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. Slavery was legal. You know what I mean?
Very true.
So when it comes to them laws, fuck them laws on a lot of things.
But if you gonna say that, then you gotta be ready for it. You gotta know how to. That's why you gotta learn the laws. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Because I agree with what Trey's saying. But if you gonna say fuck it, you need to know. I'm gonna fuck it, but I know how to get myself out of a situation.
Yeah.
If I put myself in this situation because I'm blatantly not going against the laws. You know what I'm saying? So
know your surroundings.
You gotta know what you're doing.
Be a better offender.
Yeah.
Be a better offender.
Read the rainbow shit. Be a better offender.
silly. So as far as the Brittney jump, I guess I'll split it up and ask y'all: is she wrong? Should she have got 9 years? Should have been shorter? And should the women help her more than the men are doing right now?
I'm gonna answer first.
Answer those three. First
so
one,
was she wrong?
She wrong.
If that's the law over there, yeah, she was wrong. Yep. Which it seemed like that's the law. Should she have got that much time? Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. And should the women speak up more than the men? I mean, you could speak up all you want to. I don't know how that's going to affect this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could protest in the United States all you want to. How's that going to affect Russia?
It'll affect Russia because it needs to spread. When we started Black Lives Matter, we've been yelling that for years and didn't get too much progression until you saw other countries like, yo, that's fucked up what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So when other countries get involved,
did we really make the progress though?
That's no, we get the
we got the attention.
We get the hush hush.
I'll put that on the list too. I kind of Black Lives Matter.
Hey, we can talk about that.
I'm trying to be keeping it real here.
Yeah.
I'm iffy with that. We didn't get into it, but I'm iffy with the Black Lives. I've been learning, doing my
too.
research on it.
Me too.
As I'm getting older, y'all. Tell me in the comments. As you getting older, I read a lot more, and I research more. I don't know why. I'm attracted to it. I don't know why. I'm less of the video games and less of the sports, and I just be reading. I just reading and researching. I know it sounds weird because I don't know what it is, but I research a lot now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll keep
But
on going. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I do like it. I'm just saying I don't know.
I'm not saying it's wrong to bring attention to it. You should definitely do that. But if you want to make change, you gotta through the system.
Yeah.
You gotta go through the system to make the change.
Let me answer.
So that's my answer for those.
Oh yeah, the last three. Did you finish yours?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
All right, let me answer G's question. Was she wrong? Yeah, that's the laws over there. You know how we are when we really want our smoke. She was wrong. She probably thought, like I said, there was nothing to worry about because she had it in her pen and she got caught up. Should she have gotten 9 years? Absolutely not. As far as if women should be speaking out more than the men, I want to say the first interview I saw with her coach, her head coach, and talking about the wrongness of her being imprisoned over there. The first thing she went to was the inequality in pay amongst NBA players and WNBA players. I'm like, are we talking about money? Are we talking about money? Or are we talking about the wrongness of her incarceration?
Right.
Like they didn't bring up, it was more so about money and the difference between NBA and men and women than the wrongness of her sentence. And I thought that was wild. I think it's all, even WNBA, like, of course they're not going to speak out or strike. This is my logic. They're not going to speak out or strike or protest because they already complain about they not making enough money. So why you go shut down the season or stop playing and make nothing? You know what I'm saying? It's all
protests like that.
It's all political shit. But what's more important? It's all money plays in my estimations.
Yeah, boss.
Put too much emphasis on money, man. Me personally, it's too small for me. Sure, she was wrong, but through the law. But I don't think she was wrong. I think it was like some bullshit that shouldn't have been escalated to the point that it was. That's why I know it's got to be more to the story. Should definitely is excessive. Should not have 9 years. I would hate to be in prison anywhere outside the U.S. I don't like the U.S. prison. But I wouldn't want to be in prison outside the U.S.
You don't know what they saying and all of that.
With their
gangs and shit.
Sanitary. Oh my goodness. Mexico. Oh my goodness. So
somebody said this is the first time she said that.
I'm not messing with you. Grab this thing up.
I'm sorry.
That's why you see, bring him back and he just keeps on going.
And definitely women should speak more towards it and give more support. And it would be sad if she doesn't get support from the community to be able to be released. But that support needs to be spread amongst everybody who's facing that type of stuff, whether it's here or outside the country. What you think?
Yep. Make it real quick. One, yep, she's wrong. for Brittany Reed. And 2, yeah, no, she shouldn't have had 9 years. That's too long, way too long. No, I don't care how much the amount is, but I don't know their laws. So I'm just speaking from a U.S. citizen that I don't know their laws, but 9 seems excessive. I don't live over there. 3, yeah, women should step up more. Alphabet people, Me Too, feminism, WNBA players, they should shut down the whole season like they would do if LeBron was over there. They would shut down the whole thing, and it would be a riot if LeBron hit there.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I do not think.
Would have been a riot.
I don't think they would shut down the whole season for LeBron. Nope.
If LeBron was over there with weed, he'd have 20 years. Let's talk about that.
Yo, what's up, FMF Mob? What's good, yo? Hey, I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers that we got. We clicked over 100 subscribers, but we looking, man, we need more support. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you like the videos and keep showing us support. Y'all take care.
Put it in the comments what y'all think. Is it excessive? Do you think that it would be different if it was a male popular NBA athlete? If it was a male in that situation, do you think it would be different? And what can we do to support? That's where I'm lost at. It's like, seriously, I'm just sitting back like, damn, that's fucked up. On to the next thing. And that's just to be blatant, you know. I'm not being disrespectful. And if there's something I could do to push the cause further along, please let me know. You know, I don't know if, like you said, in order for things to work, that's why I love Nipsey Hussle and the book, The Spook Who Sat by the Door, because it's about infiltration. All of those marches, even with Dr. King and all of that, none of that stuff had an impact until you was able to talk to somebody who could push the button. So until there's a petition in Russia about their policies, then I don't know what could be done. Or, president talk to whoever, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So, especially for this. So, I don't know what to do. Yeah,
Trump could get out.
Trump, yeah.
Hey, don't get me started on that one.
All right, let's talk.
Trump can get out, but you can't get a side of Shapiro.
Yeah.
You talking about Trump?
Yeah.
I like Trump. I like Trump.
Big Trump, bitch ass. All right, so
Trump would have got him out.
Man,
Trump ain't in there.
She would have been out by now, yo. Trump don't play no game.
Trump don't play no game. See,
what's happening?
Next video.
I've been learning, man.
Yeah.
I told you, you might see me with a MAGA hat. I'm just playing, man. Yeah.
Hey, look, we out, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Peace.
All right.